today's video is going to be on how I powder or set my face and how I set my under eyes without looking cakey, and I will go through step by step with you. See some new people visiting me today. Thank you, hello, and welcome to my tribe. Please feel free to scroll on down and hit that subscribe button. That means you'll be a member of my tribe, and go ahead and click that bell while you're at it. It's going to be notifying you of my upcoming videos. Generally I film 2 a week, sometimes 3. So my ladies, here we go. We are going to talk about how to set your makeup so it doesn't make you look old and show a lot of texture, and how to set our under eyes so it doesn't look cakey and more wrinkled. So I've done all of my skincare, pulled my hair back, keep it out of my way while I'm doing this. And the first thing that we're going to talk about is putting on the foundation first. Like I said, I've done all my skincare, and I have already put on my sunscreen and my primer. I use a silicone primer to fill in all the pores across here. A lot of you have asked me, do you use primer under your eyes and around your eyes? Yes, I do. I use the same silicone primer, which is my SMASHBOX, and I go over the top and underneath the eyes as well. So now we've let everything sit a while. Now we're ready to apply the foundation. The foundation that I'm going to put on today is the Ultra Le Tint by Chanel. Now this is the other one that I decided the first time not to get, and I got the second one that had more radiance in it, and it was a mess and I didn't like it. Now I'm loving this. So, should have done it the first time, right girlfriends? But this is the Chanel I'm going to be using today. So I'm going to shake her up good. I will be applying this foundation with a damp beauty blender. Alright, I'm going to squirt a little bit on the back of my hand. Squirt out a little bit more. I do like a medium to full coverage. The majority of the time, I'm really into the full coverage all the way. But I like to blend it out, you know, where it looks a little sheer and not quite so thick. Okay, now I'm going to start with my beauty blender. I'm going to spread this all over. Now I pounce. I don't rub, I pounce. I pounce everything into the skin, and I push it into the skin. And I do, as I'm pouncing, take it on my eyes and around my eyes as well. Have to excuse my baby, they're doing work around here today. She wanted to come down with Mom, and of course, she's barking at everything she hears. The big protector, right? Okay. I go all around my mouth. I'll take it down my neck and onto my décolleté as well. Try to make sure everything is covered. See, this is pretty good foundation. I'm thinking it makes a lovely canvas here, girlfriends. And I keep pouncing till I feel like I'm getting it very smoothly done. And it pushes into the skin. Okay, Now that I have that done, generally I move to my eyebrows. I'm going to worry about that later. My main concern here is to show you how to get a very smooth canvas for the rest of your products, as well as a smooth canvas all around your eyes. And like I said, you did see me pounce around the eyes as such. Okay, now I'm going to do the eyes next. The concealer comes next. Before I do the concealer, I'm going to take these fingers on, press any lines where makeup is settled under the eyes. Okay. I am going to be using today Born This Way concealer. Take a little concealer out. Now, I don't spread, I don't go down. I dot. I don't need that much. Dot here, dot here. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a damp beauty blender, and I'm going to use the tip of this. And I'm going to start pushing, all right, pushing it into my skin. Now I have to hold my mouth open because I seem to think that I can get all the bottom, you know, of my cream into the lines if I go like this. And I may dab just a little bit on top, but it's the bottom that I'm concerned with. I go over here to the next one, and I pounce and do the same thing. I am pushing it into the skin. Gently. Okay. Well, 1 hour sleep, that's not bad. Now what I want to do, and I don't want to hesitate or take time, I want to set the eyes first. Now I am using, and you all have heard me talk about this 100 times, I use the By Terry Hyaluronic powder. And the reason I use this is it is the most finely milled ever. This is extremely lovely for under the eyes. Now I'm going to just tap a little bit in the cap here. I'm going to take the pointed end and I'm going to cover this tap. Now I don't put all that on there. I take my hand and I push. I push that product in to my sponge. Then I go like this. Tap, push. Alright, and I'm going to do it again. Dip it in, get off the excess, and push this into the tip. That way you're not getting too much powder under your eyes. Remember, powder is not our friend, my ladies, so if you handle it the right way, it's going to be a godsend. Okay, now my eyes are set. Well, now I'm going to set my foundation. Alright, now the one thing I want to tell you is you don't want a whole bunch of powder, stippled powder all over your face, just wiping powder over. Remember, at our age, you've got a lot of texture, you've got dry skin most of the time. That's not what you want to do. So again, I have to look for a very, very lightweight powder. In this case, I'm using the Hourglass Veil, which is my holy grail powder for your face. I unscrew it. This has got the nicest little container in it, the little rose gold. Your powder comes up. Now I'm going to take a powder puff just like this, and I'm going in it just like this. Now I'm going to rake it across the edge because Don't want any more on there than is on there. I'm going to fold this in half. I'm going to press like this in the areas where I think it may go shiny later, or shine's not a bad thing, in just certain areas. Now I'm going to roll and press, roll and press. Okay? And those are about the areas where I want the powder. Not very often, just a little bit. So now this gives you a complete, full, and gorgeous canvas, okay? So your blush and your bronze does not just sit on your skin and look dark and ugly. It blends in with the powder. When you start the blending later, your blush goes on smoother. It doesn't look all splotchy or caked on there. This is the way you get that smooth canvas. So I'm going to go off here. I'm going to fix the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, here I'm back. Makeup all on, fresh as a daisy, girlfriends. I want to thank you so much for being here. I certainly hope this helped a lot of you. I bet I had 100 requests on this. And we all try hard, and we're going to try harder. So that's my way of doing things. See if it works for you. I want to thank each and every one of my new subbies that are visiting me. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Girls, I love you, love you, love you. You all are so precious. Feel free to comment below if you have a technique that may work for all of us. We're all willing to try anything at this age, okay? To each and every one of you, I want you to stay sassy, classy, confident, and give me a big thumbs up on this video.